Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of December 3rd through 16th, 2024. This is a reading if you are Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, or have another significant Virgo placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. If you're interested in doing readings with me or knowing about any of my other services, please check the link in the description box below. There's also a link to my Instagram account, transition.life.coaching. I do a daily live stream with tarot reading and certain things connected to spiritual coaching and so forth on that channel. So feel free to join us there in the morning. I also periodically will upload the archives of those here to this channel. So so if you are interested in the content of this channel, please do consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you won't miss videos if this is something that you want to see more of. And if you do find this video helpful, please give it a like. And potentially, if you want to give me, leave a comment, that all is good as well. Okay, so let's jump into your reading, Virgo. I feel like you are currently, I don't know, there's a sense here that you are looking to expand your horizons. Like there's things you want to do. As one would expect for Virgo, you are certainly very concerned with details. You are concerned with finances, things like that. There's a strong energy here. You've got 9th house energy with Anubis here in the 3rd house, and you've got 10th house energy in the house of Sagittarius, which says to me that you are looking to get out of your bubble. And also freedom with regard to home and family, and a freedom that has not come yet for whatever reason. But there's definitely a yearning for freedom that's very, very strong here. And to really move towards the future. And I feel like right now, things may feel a little bit stuck, especially financially, but also potentially with home here. So if we go to your 1st house, we have the Pyramid card in the 1st house. This is the Way of Cartouche deck, if you're not familiar with my with this channel and the readings I do. And the Pyramid card basically says your faith in yourself is being tested. You may have had a lot of self-doubt recently about where you're going, what you're doing, maybe who you thought you were. And this is actually something that a lot of people are going through right now with a lot of the major changes that have been happening, not only in kind of geopolitically, but also astrologically. Everybody is a bit shaken up right now and trying to find their footing, and especially earth signs and fixed signs seem to have probably having the most difficulty with this. However, you do have this with the Grand Trine card, and the Grand Trine card, as it says on the bottom here, is a card of blessings. So this indicates that you really just need to go with the flow of what's going on. You will naturally flow towards what it is you're trying to do. This is not really a time to try to force things. This is more a good time for kind of sitting back and thinking things over and thinking what is really part of your narrative, what's really part of your worldview, okay? If there's certain things that should be discarded or things that maybe you've always firmly believed and you say, I don't know, that makes a lot of sense now. Those are definitely things you want to flow towards because this is flowing towards a new beginning for you. If I look over here in the 8th house, which is your house of transformation, this is Hathor is here. So this is definitely, there's a sense of wanting to find safety, security, making a home. Like there's a strong domestic vibe to Hathor here. For some of you, this could literally, being this is the area of joint finances, it could relate to a woman, a family member. For some people, it could be mom, grandma, somebody, I don't know. But that's possible here in the 8th house, that there may be something going on with some kind of joint financial thing. But I think more fundamentally, this is about cleaning up and clearing out. This is getting things organized. This is really your energy. I mean, Hathor could be Taurus, it could be Virgo. It's a very beautiful energy. The Hathor woman is a very beautiful woman, but she's also somebody who's very organized and put together. So there's a sense here that you are preparing things. You are putting things together for the future. You've got Aquarius here, so there's a sense that you are being shown the way of the future. And Aquarius also reminds us that we are not alone in the world, okay? Aquarius usually is associated with the 11th house of friendship. So whether these be personal friends, family members, whether it be somebody in your social circle who might be able to help you through the changes that you're doing right now. Aquarius is definitely pointing us more towards community and away from trying to do everything on our own. Now, financially, yeah, there's definitely a sense of waiting here. You've got Sphinx. So there's Sphinx could be secrecy. Okay, it could be something that you're digging into. Maybe there's something about your finances that you weren't aware of, or that, not necessarily anything nefarious here, but just there may be there's a sense here of trying to figure things out. But Sphinx only says do it quietly, do it secretly. So you may not be being very open right now about certain things going on with your finances. Or you may be worried about things that maybe you don't know about. But you have it with the Void Moon card. So Void Moon means that, whatever the concerns are, like nothing's going to come of that. So I feel like there's a financial situation where perhaps there is a worry, but it's saying, look, the worst that you think is going to happen is not going to happen. For right now, though, there's no new activity. So if there's something you're trying to do financially, maybe monies you're trying to get, maybe, I don't know, whatever may be going on right now financially, it's kind of, there's a sense of you just kind of got to wait right now. For whatever reason in this time period, things are not happening. Or the worst is not going to happen in a situation. So it's kind of just telling you to kind of sit back right now and just wait, watch, and see what's going to go on with something connected to your finances. Okay, so if we go to the house of Gemini here, now mind you, Mercury is retrograde right now, so communications can be screwed up, travel plans can get screwed up, if you have technology upgrades, things like that, those could be a problem. But it's interesting that you have the Anubis card with the 9th house card. Okay, and again, as I mentioned at the beginning, 9th house is Sagittarius energy, and to have it with Anubis, Anubis is, okay, both of these indicate travel. But these, they seem to be, this is usually the house of short journeys, short trips that you might be taking. Excuse me. And maybe it is just going to be a short trip. Maybe this is not some big deal or big thing. But generally 9th house is associated with long distance travel. Okay. And when I look in your house of long distance travel, the 10th house, the 9th house, you've actually got the 10th house card there with Osiris. So I don't know, there may be a sense of you're looking to expand your boundaries in some way. Whether that's really going to totally happen right now or not, I don't know, because Osiris, Osiris can be about taking control, leadership, being on top, and it is Sagittarius energy. So there definitely feels like there's active energy being taken in this direction, but Osiris is also brings stability. So I don't know, you could be trying to create stability in a new place, or we've just got this energy of right now you're just trying to get your plans organized and just trying to get a firm footing with regard to how you are looking to expand your horizons, because this is, as it says, this is the world. So there's definitely a strong sense here that you are, whether this literally means a physical move or not, or whether it just means a trip, there's definitely a sense that you are looking to expand beyond your boundaries. You may be getting messages, you may be doing research, because this is all about communication here. So yeah, and maybe negotiating some things. So I feel like there may be some discussions here. This could either be about going back to school. This could be about taking a long trip. It can also, for some of you, this might pertain to spirituality, because 9th house it's called the card of faith. But however it applies to you, and it's going to be different for everyone, there's definitely a sense that there's talk right now about breaking out of your comfort zone. And yeah, if we look at your house connected to the home and family, you've got Nepenthes. So again, there's this sense of something going on that you're not sharing with people. Sometimes Nepenthes has sister energy, so I don't know if that applies here. But really, Nepenthes more is about things that are kind of brewing in the background, but we don't see them yet. They're still hidden. There's strong Neptunian energy, and I can tell you that by the end of this week, okay, I think I'm recording this late this week. I'm recording it on Wednesday. You're the last one that I'm recording for this block. And it is, so by Saturday, we're going to see Neptune go direct. So right now, though, there's a sense of not being sure what's real and what's not real with regard to a family situation or perhaps a home situation if you're thinking about moving. And again, you have the Sagittarius energy. This is yearning for freedom from something. So this could be a family situation. This could be, if you're not liking the home that you're in, this could be about wanting to move. Whatever it is, I mean, there's a strong energy here, Virgo, that you are looking to burst the bonds of whatever is holding you back right now, either financially or connected to family in some way. It seems like what the issue is. So let's look at your house of work and health here. That's your own house, Virgo. You have Horus here. So I don't know if there has been a healing or recovering from something, because sometimes Horus shows up when there is something to be, when there's been some kind of an illness, but this indicates recovery from illness. So so definitely if your health has been not great, there's definitely a sense of healing here. You have Capricorn energy here too. So again, this very, very practical, diligent, persistent work energy that we see with Capricorn. This is a strong Saturn component here. And so, yeah, so when we see this strong Saturn energy, this could be you becoming more self-disciplined. You could be focusing more on your health and just on, diet, exercise, or just practical things, drinking more water, all the practical things that we do to try to improve our health could be part of this. Or it could just be that you're taking steps towards something. If there's been any other kind of physical injury, this could be, physical therapy, for example, or just doing certain things to try to taking the steps. And of course, Capricorn doesn't take shortcuts. Things take some time, but it seems like you are slowly working towards something like this. And with Horus here, yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking that you are, there could also, this is also a house of worry. So the other possibility here, if you were not doing these things, is that there could be a family member, and maybe that's what we're seeing here. Maybe there's been a concern about somebody's health. And there's a lot of day-to-day that seems to go along with this. So maybe some of you are caretakers or something like that. And that might also explain why you're yearning to be free, if that's something where that's taking a lot of your time and energy. Yeah, because if we look at your 10th house, okay, this is Capricorn, Saturn. This is where you are, the work that you do. Okay, this is, it could have to do with your career. If you're not in a career, it's just whatever you're doing to kind of give back to the community or to the world. And you have Thoth here. So Thoth, again, has this strong healing vibes. Maybe some of you work in healing. That could be the thing. Yeah, and it's interesting because you've got two healing cards. You've got Thoth and you've got Horus in your houses of work. And then you've got Capricorn and you've got Earth energy here. So yeah, I just feel like you are working on something, working towards something. Thoth can also just have to do with things that are karmic too. So I just feel like, I don't know, like I feel like, okay, like you want to make this move, but for the moment, you're kind of, there's almost a sense of feeling kind of like stuck where you are. Maybe it's for because of finances. Maybe you can't do something you want to do right now. Maybe you're just trying to build up more of a nest egg. Or maybe there's just some other work that needs to be done like there's a sense that patience is needed for where it is you're trying to get to go. I feel like you're ready to break out here, but it's not the right time for something. And again, this is either financial or family related is what it feels like. Okay, so let's go to your Aquarius house. Yeah, again, this is your destiny. This is your wishes, what you want to do. And this also has to do with family and so forth. Not family, but social networks, friendships, things like that. And you have Seth here. Yeah, it feels like right now that you are blocked from doing what it is that you want to do. And again, Sirius has this very strong physical element to it. It's almost like physical labor, or just things that we have to endure for the time being. Like endurance is a very strong element to Sirius. Now, Sirius says you should be, also about being courageous. And it says, yes, you do have what it takes to endure whatever the obstacle is here, or to deal with the red tape or the work or whatever it is that may be keeping you back. And like I said, again, we have this strong Taurus energy here. There could be something around finances, something around money and practical things. I think also there's a lot of people right now who are being challenged, and you might want to check where your nodes are in your chart, especially if you have a second house south node. You might be being challenged in terms of what you value right now. Is having a certain, we think we have to have, like, if we don't have, several $1 million in our account, that we can't do anything, or we have to be making at least 6 figures a year, or we have to be, otherwise our wishes are not possible. And so this questions, what does profit and gain mean in your life? And also what is really required for stability here? I feel like there's a strong energy of that. At least maybe that's just a very specific message for someone. But yeah, right now it just feels like you are yearning to break free and you feel a bit blocked. So, so again, I just feel like there's not going to be shortcuts here. There's just work that needs to be done, things that need to be worked through, and that this will come eventually in its time. Yeah, because in your 12th house of Pisces, which is, again, that Neptunian energy, the things that we maybe have doubts about, the things that we're dreaming of, but also that we're like, I don't know, what does it take to manifest this? You have wing disc with the 3rd house, which is the house of messages. And again, this 3rd house is kind of highlighted here. So I don't know. I feel like you're waiting for a clear message. You may be getting a clear message too. Like, it could be that your intuition is telling you something, but with all this earth energy around here, this may be a case of what I call show me the money. It's like, I want to see it. I don't want to just, I don't want to just be, I don't want to just have an instinct that it might happen. I want to see that it's going to happen. That's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here. But there's definitely a sense that obstacles will be overcome, or that you will work through whatever work has to be done. And it does seem like there could be messages that you're waiting on. Maybe you're in doubt that they're going to come, but there does seem like there's going to be a message that's going to come. Now, let's look over here at your relationship houses, okay? Those my new habit is to do those last. I don't know why. Now, this would be somebody who's not married and not in a relationship, okay? So so we'll start there, and then we'll talk a little bit about what these mean for people who are married or in a committed relationship of some kind. So, okay, we've got Scarab here, and we've got solar eclipse, okay? So there could be a new relationship coming in with a bang, okay, if you're single. This could be somebody, maybe somebody you didn't expect, or again, we're seeing this messages card. Maybe there's just going to be a message that comes in and you're going to be like, what? Do I really want to believe this? Now, again, with Mercury retrograde, we do need to be careful because sometimes these are people from the past who come back, and maybe there's just a karma to be figured out or worked out. But with this, okay, if I look at the 7th house, which is more about long-term relationships, this is more short-term, or just love affairs, dating, things like that. Unlegalized situations. This would be a legal situation. And you've got Ta with Black Moon Lilith. So Black Moon Lilith seems to indicate that there's, let me just hide that card a little bit, that there's something here that lurks, like somebody, something's going on, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Okay, and you have it with Ta. So this could be somebody, this could be somebody who's Capricorn, or it could be somebody who is just very Saturnian in their own way. Like, they could be somebody who's very practical and grounded and stable, maybe very dedicated to their work. Ta has a lot to do with work, with building things, with wanting to provide a structure. Like, this is masculinity in its finest form, okay? So I feel like there's somebody like that lurking in the background, and right now work may be taking precedence for them. But you are going to be surprised. You are going to be surprised by this person. You could get a message from them. There could be a declaration of love. Maybe for some people, I'm seeing where messages are coming in here, this could be the key to you traveling long distance. Some of you I feel like some of you, your destiny is somewhere not here, somewhere far away from wherever here is for you. So I don't know. That's very, very interesting. Now, if I go back and let's just say you're married, you're not in a relationship, that's not on the table, or maybe if you're someone who's in a business partnership. Okay, then the way we can look at this card, because this is the Leo house, this can also have to do with your children. So this could be something going on with children if you have children, like some kind of really sudden new beginning, like new waking up to something. This can also have to do with creativity. So if you are a creative person, there could be a sudden burst of inspiration. There could be a new project. There could be something where you are, this is just a new start that's going to be, and again, this card can indicate something that just really, really takes us by surprise. So if you're a creative person, say maybe who hasn't done a whole lot recently, this may be saying, hey, there may be this opportunity to come in. It's almost like a slap, like a wake up kind of an energy. And maybe you're going to be inspired to do something that's almost revolutionary. That's something that's different. So very strong solar eclipse in the house of the sun. So again, when you're talking solar eclipse energy, Eclipses tend to, I mean, well, this is what they do, right? They darken something, at least temporarily. So I feel like this is something where, maybe there is a loss, maybe there's something from the past that is being let go of, maybe there's something coming in that is just vastly different from what you've done before. That's really what it is. And you've got it with this card of new beginnings. So there's a major transformation going on here, and maybe in what you're even going to be recognized for, okay? And with this, if you are married, this 7th house, again, there seems to be this solid practical foundation to your relationship. But with Black Moon Lilith, there may be a sense that there's surprises, or again, maybe something that's not being revealed. Maybe something connected to finances or family or something like that. And Black Moon Lilith, don't forget, Lilith is also a card of rebellion. So there could be a situation where, I don't know, like I don't feel like this is a terribly negative configuration of cards, but for some of you, this might apply. And again, this would be very individual. I don't think that's the general meaning. I think on an individual level, this could just be that you are maybe even looking to rebel against working so hard, or there's somebody in the connection that's maybe, whatever kind of work they're doing, whatever things are practically being contributed in a practical sense, it may be kind of like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this now. I don't want to do it anymore. So both with you and a partner, there seems to be, there could be this sense of that. And yeah, overall, you've got the twins with Libra. So relationship is definitely important here. Working with others is important here. There's a lot here that says that you need to get out and work with others. And that a relationship may be something that's going to become front and center for you right now. And I have seen this for some other signs as well. And certainly, I can say in a collective sense that the energy we're moving towards, we are moving out of this energy, this old school Capricornian energy that says, okay, I need to work hard, make money, and it's about me and what I can amass for myself or just my people. We're now moving into a more feminine energy that says, Aquarius is not technically feminine, it's more air energy, but nonetheless, there's this, we also have Saturn moving into Aries, Neptune moving into Aries. This is about new starts, new beginnings, doing things a new way. And that way is going to involves everybody, not just what we can do for ourselves or what we have in our bubble. It's about breaking out of our bubbles. So in the most general sense, this would be about connecting with others, finding balance in the world that you live in. Let's draw a rune for you, Norse rune, for Virgo. Wow. Yeah, your rune is Hagalaz, okay? And this is kind of the rune, this is like the Uranus rune. This is, I connect it with the tower. This has to do with disruption, okay? Let me draw another one to see what's the nature of the disruption here. Okay, we have Tewaz. Tewaz is the warrior rune. And this, it's interesting because the meaning of this rune has to do with patience, not lusting after certain outcomes, making clear decisions about where you want to go, and then just getting on the path to doing them. So I feel like there's going to be this shakeup. And again, we have this solar eclipse card here too, which is about shakeups. So yeah, and I think you are being impelled out of your comfort zone, out into the world. But by the same token, it's going to be a process. I don't think it's something that's just gonna, happen just like that. Like there's still all the steps that have to be taken to do what you're gonna do. If you are somebody planning to move abroad, there's a lot of steps to that. Trust me, I know. So yeah, and so that could be that you are, that you have to kind of methodically go through everything one at a time. We are moving into a slowdown with Mars retrograde and Mercury is still retrograde. Again, Neptune's going direct, but that Mars retrograde, the planets that are closest to us tend to affect our energy. And we've also had a lot of solar flare activity that has really been making people frustrated, irritable, maybe not feeling that great. There just seems like we're being called to just slow down. Yes, we're being impelled towards the future, but slow down and figure out the steps of what you're doing. Yeah, there's a lot of material and practical concerns right now, and that seems like that's your focus. But yeah, you just seem desperate to break out of a particular situation, but we're just not quite there yet. So basically, I think the advice is one step at a time. Hope this reading was helpful for you, Virgo. Again, as I mentioned earlier, if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about future videos. Thank you for watching, thank you for your patience, and we'll see you in the next one.